What's up? This is Squad 2448 with a Farming Simulator 17 landscaping video. Today we'll be building a beach at the new lake house using the Kubota tractor with a front loader attachment and the Chevy C70 dump truck. So let's hop inside the Chevy, we'll turn it on, and we'll be attaching to the 40-foot utility trailer here, which we will be using to transport the tractor and all the attachments over to the beach. So we'll back up here, and this truck is a very awesome truck. It is older, but I do like using a variety of old and new trucks. So we'll back up here and we'll hop out and attach. Awesome, so we got the trailer attached. We'll just kind of pull forward here just to kind of the street area almost, and we will be putting down the ramps. And this is a pretty awesome Kubota tractor. We are also using some new equipment, and you guys can see we do have a smaller cultivator by request and a smaller plow, which is already on the back. I mean, take a look at that. That is small, but it's going to work out really well for us. So we'll turn this on. We'll kind of lift the front loader attachment up so that it does not scrape the ground, and we do have to kind of get lined up to load on. Now we will be having to remove some grasses in the water, and then we'll be kind of compacting it and then laying out this brand new sand. And I'm very excited because it's new sand and it's going to look awesome at the beach house. So we'll kind of pull forward here, and then we do have to lower the plow just so it's safer and it's not going to cause any problems there. So we got everything loaded up. We will be putting up the ramps and we'll make our way over. Now there have been many versions of this Chevy truck out, but I really do like this blue and white setup for the color. It looks awesome. And this is like a grain truck, but it works good for hauling sand and everything like that. So we'll hop on the inside view. Pretty awesome view of this old truck. And this lake house, we actually did a few videos that we did build a gravel pathway with crushed stone over to the docks, which was very helpful. And I think that we will probably try to drive on that as we kind of go back and forth, that way we do not damage or compact the grass too much. But I mean, this setup looks awesome. It is a 40-foot trailer. It fits all of our equipment really well, and I do like taking one vehicle over there. It's pretty efficient, and it saves us on diesel and everything else and everything like that. So our house is the second biggest one on the street. The largest one is that White House, but we'll kind of pull in here, and I'm thinking that we'll just kind of pull off to the side road right over here. Yeah, this will be a perfect spot. So since we do need the plow first, we'll be using that, and then once we are ready, I'm thinking that we'll probably back the Chevy all the way to the back area. It's a lot easier than transporting all that sand from the driveway. So we'll kind of turn this on. We do have to raise that, but also kind of raise it back. So we'll kind of back off here and turn the beacon lights and hazard lights on. Now, like I was saying, we do not want to damage the grass, so we'll try to drive as close as we can over to the side of the building and then onto that gravel path. And take a look at that. You guys can see that it actually looks pretty cool, but we do have a boat port and everything like that. So we'll kind of take a look at our job. We have to go, I believe, right from our property line at this tree all the way to the other side of the dock to that tree line. So we actually have a lot of area that we do have to turn into dirt, and then we'll be putting some sand over. And it looks like there's actually some sand over here, which is good. You guys can see over there. So we'll kind of hop back in this, and I'm very excited to be using this Kubota tractor. It's a great tractor. It's going to be awesome for the job. So we'll kind of back up here, and I think we'll probably lower it down right about here. That's perfect. So we'll kind of get started, and this is like a smaller plow, but it will still do the job of building this and everything like that. So we'll kind of back up here. We are driving in the water just a little, so hopefully we do not run into any oil leaks with this tractor, anything like that. But we'll back up here and continue. And since we are actually in the backyard, we'll just kind of turn the hazard lights and the beacon lights off. There's really no need to keep those on, especially since they could potentially drain the battery of the tractor. But this is a very small plow, and I do like having it of this size. It fits these smaller tractors, and it's very realistic. So we actually have one more pass here, and we are just up halfway up the wheel line on this. So we do have to be pretty careful that we do not go too far deep, but usually tractors can go in some water but not too far. We'll back up here, we'll get this little patch, and then we actually have to get right up next to the dock area. But so far this section of the beach is going to be pretty nice, and I think we will actually have to do one pass out. That way there's some room outside of the water also. Whoa, so it looks like I kind of drove up onto the dock there. That's very interesting. But I'm thinking that we'll probably just focus on one half, and then if we do have time, we'll kind of switch over, because we actually are taking a lot of time to do this. So we'll kind of, I would say, do 2 more passes, and then we'll kind of switch over to cultivator. Yeah, we are right above the grass line, the water line, but it looks like our fun bucket is kind of getting caught. So it looks like we might need to probably detach the front loader attachment for the next job, and then attach it right when we need it. I think we'll do one more pass, and then that should be good. We'll go to the trailer, and I'm thinking that we'll probably just leave the plow here, since we will probably kind of start on the other side and everything like that. But overall, this beach came out good so far. And I would like to thank you all for the continued support on the daily content. I put a lot of hard work into it, and it's a lot of fun making these videos. So I'm thinking we'll probably just back up here, and we'll just kind of lower this down and disconnect it. Now, when I did lower that down, I actually disabled it so that it will not be able to create any more grass, any more dirt. That way it will not. So we do have to turn our beacon lights on since we are now on the roadway. But we'll kind of come up right behind this trailer, and we'll just kind of back on. And this tractor also has a canopy, which is pretty cool. We'll back up here, and it looks like the bucket was scraping there in the front. So we will definitely make sure that it is kind of up so we do not scrape. Now this cultivator is a backwards cultivator, so we do actually have to kind of drive backwards on it. But I believe that it does work both ways, which will be awesome if it does. Kind of cruise all the way back here. We'll kind of, I'm thinking that we'll just kind of raise the bucket into the air a lot. So that, well, wow, we just kind of hit the plow. But this is like a 3-meter cultivator. It's not too large, but it does the job. So let's see, can we drive forward? Yeah, so we have to kind of back up into it. So we'll just kind of back up. And take a look at that, guys. That looks awesome so far. Now let's see. It looks like, yeah, we definitely have to back up. So that's fine. Backing up actually with this might be a little bit easier. But wow, this is a fast tractor. Has lots of power, and it is very fast. So we kind of got this section done way over here, which is good. We'll kind of focus up here on the next one. And I'm just going to raise the bucket all the way up so we do not kind of hit the docks, since it is a brand new dock. And we got that section also. So looks like actually we have to go this way. Let's try to go this way. Let's see. Yeah, so it looks like in some sections we do have to go the other way, which is fine. And we'll kind of pull forward. And if you guys do have any cool landscaping ideas, let me know down below in the comments. I'm always open to your awesome ideas, and I appreciate you all for dropping them down below in the comments. But this section of the beach is actually taking us a very long time. So, looks like we were unable to do this little section right here. We'll try to do it again. And right there. Awesome. So we did it. This actually came out really well. So next up, we'll probably just keep that on for extra weight. We'll go get the Chevy, and we'll back down here and just kind of create a pile of sand. It's going to be a little bit easier. So we'll kind of walk back over here. And like I was saying, do like to change up the trucks, because there's many different brands, many different styles, and it just is pretty cool. So we'll kind of, we should really lock up the trailer. So we'll kind of disconnect it, and wow, look at that. That's awesome. So we'll start the Chevy up here, and we'll kind of back down it. And on the previous one with the gravel path, we did not kind of back down onto the grass since we would have dumped a little too much for a small path, but this is a very large beach. And like I was saying, guys, this map will be released within the next few weeks. There's a few scripting problems and a few things like that that do need work, but I am actually having one wheel on one side of the truck on the gravel path, which is good. That way we do not compact all of it, but I think that this is a good area for us to kind of dump some of the sand out, so we'll dump it out. Wow, look at that sand. Like I was saying earlier, the sand, this new sand that we are getting looks awesome. So I'm thinking that that's probably a decent amount of sand for a section of the beach. So we'll kind of just pull forward, we'll turn the Chevy off right there, and we'll hop back in the Kubota. And this is the first time, guys, that we are using a Kubota tractor, which is pretty cool. I do like changing it up with the equipment, so it's not really realistic to ramp up and over that pile, so we won't be doing that. We'll just kind of pull forward, and let's see, I would like to try to kind of do it in a way that we could just kind of back up every time. So let's see, so if we kind of dump this down, oh yeah, take a look at that, this sand is looking awesome. So it looks like one bucket will do probably one pass, which is fine. We might have to go get more from the tractor supply company. But having that cultivator on the back is also helpful, gives us some extra weight. And perfect, so this is a good spot. We'll kind of drop it out and back up pretty fast. Now as you do drive on it, it will spread out, which is really good because we want it to be nice and to have a full coverage of the dirt. So we got another full bucket in. It looks like we will probably be using that entire truck load here. And I really do enjoy doing these landscaping videos, so if you do have any ideas for landscaping, let me know down below in the comments. These building videos that we also have been doing with the driveways and everything like that, they are a lot of fun, and I really do enjoy doing them. So it looks like we are just continuing to get full bucket loads, which is good, and it's like we are just at a full bucket load for us. So looks like actually, yeah, so we have to do like an extra bucket load up at the very top section, but it looks like we kind of use up that entire pile, which is good. So we'll hop back in the Chevy. I think we'll do a few more passes, but we do have to turn this back on. And I'm thinking that we'll try to kind of back right up to the water line. I do not want the tires really to go in the water, so this is a good spot. I'll kind of dump a little, and it looks like we can't even dump it with the water being right there, so we'll kind of dump a little. You guys can see that there is a really nice hydraulic system, everything in this truck, which is pretty cool. So we'll hop back in here, we'll do a few more bucket loads, then we'll be calling it a day. This Kubota, I mean, did a great job. It really does do good handling in the weight distribution from the front to the back, especially having buckets full of sand on it is pretty good. So it looks like now we are running into a little problem where we can't dump any into the section over there, which is a little interesting because it just worked. So I'm thinking that we'll be calling it a day right here, guys. We built this awesome private beach. I mean, take a look at the progress. I will finish up the rest of this little section and do the other one off camera. So hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down below if you guys do have any cool video ideas. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more.